My name is Jason Hall. I'm the CEO of Greater St. Louis, Inc., which is an organization of civic-minded businesses from throughout the 15-county bi-state metro of St. Louis that are committed to growing this region, improving our global competitiveness, and creating opportunity for all. As we begin, I want to especially recognize our Greater St. Louis, Inc. founding investors, ambassadors, federal dignitaries, our exceptional public officials from throughout our 15-county bi-state, civic leaders and friends. And of course, our very special guests today, some might say celebrities in St. Louis right now, for our newest corporate citizen in St. Louis, and we'll announce that momentarily. But before we get into this, St. Louis, this is our decade. We're winning again. And today is a reminder, a very historic reminder of what we can accomplish together. That's why we started this year combining the strengths of 5 separate business organizations to form Greater St. Louis, Inc., organizing our business community for success, speaking with one voice, leading with one agenda, leaning into our shared strengths as one metro, collaborating with our partners, and working every single day to drive the STL 2030 jobs plan to action and win. This is a really exciting time for St. Louis with a renewed sense of optimism, confidence, and momentum unfolding. And it's been a breakout year for us. Billions of dollars in new investment that we've secured together. We're winning some of the most competitive national jobs projects, again, going head to head with our peers for the win. And we're doing that hard work to reduce barriers so that the opportunities we're creating are more accessible to every single resident of this metro. Let's talk about winning. Just yesterday, we were pleased to announce that St. Louis was a Phase 1 winner in the $1 billion Build Back Regional Challenge. Only 11% of all the proposals nationally made it to that Phase 2 cut, and I am so proud to report that St. Louis came out on top. We had a compelling value proposition, and we focused really critically on competing externally with others rather than wasting energy on a zero-sum game of internal competition. Instead, we collaborated, and that made the difference. And make no mistake, this Build Back Better Regional Challenge is an important win. But as this country enters a new era of federal industrial policy, this was the first real test of organizational strengths of metros as the new pecking order of cities gets established in the COVID era. And I'm really proud that St. Louis came out on top. Last week, we helped cut the ribbon and welcome Accenture and 1,400 new high-tech jobs to this metro, our second 1,000 plus new job project in this metro this year. Last night, Mayor Jones and I officially welcomed General Dynamics to St. Louis, a new expansion into Cortex innovation community, a sign of our growing global dominance in the geospatial sector. And what was once hundreds of decaying industrial acres in the heart of our city is now home to over 6,000 technology jobs. Our startup companies are now going public, and they're ushering in a new era of global homegrown brands. It's been quite a year, St. Louis. You should be proud. Give you a round of applause. But as we close out 2021, our announcement today is particularly special. I'm really excited about this. This is something our community has wanted for a long time. Earlier this summer, a group of business leaders and public leaders began working on a project codenamed Project Mark, resolved to turn 20 years of pent-up ambition into a reality. Authentic public-private partnership is the hallmark of what we're building here, and it is the only way forward for St. Louis. Rejecting the kind of internal competition that will only hold us back during this year of broader change, St. Louis is increasingly just looking forward, thinking globally about where we fit. You're going to hear directly from some of the leaders today who have made today's announcement possible. But before we do that, we want to share with you a very special video.
The St. Louis region is at the threshold of a future full of possibilities. We are united in our mission to create jobs and to compete in the increasingly global economy. Now more than ever, we know that digital communications are a critical part of doing business globally. But digital communications will never be a substitute for real human connections that foster collaboration, ignite innovation, build trust, and deepen relationships. Building global connections from the St. Louis region is about to become even easier as we announce the first nonstop flights from St. Louis to Europe in almost 20 years.
St. Louis, prepare for takeoff. Greater St. Louis, Inc., the St. Louis Economic Development Partnership, World Trade Center St. Louis Lambert International Airport, and Lufthansa Airlines are proud to announce year-round, non-stop flight service between St. Louis's Lambert International Airport and Germany's Frankfurt Airport, beginning June 2022, with 3 flights weekly, providing St. Louis travelers with easy connections to more than 155 destinations in Europe, Africa, the Middle East, and Asia. Frankfurt Airport is also a hub for high-speed trains with convenient access to cities throughout Germany and neighboring countries. And Lufthansa, along with United, is a proud member of the Star Alliance.
Non-stop flights from St. Louis to Frankfurt will grow our economy, foster new investments, and strengthen the ties between St. Louis and Europe. We are proud to welcome Lufthansa to St. Louis.
A special thank you to the business partners and civic leaders who have come together to help fuel our region's STL-made momentum and confidently invest in our future.
This exciting partnership will make international travel easier, more seamless, and more accessible. And it will help connect St. Louis to the world and the world to St. Louis.
How about it? What exciting news for St. Louis, and it shows what we can get done when we come together. I now have the pleasure of welcoming to this stage someone who has not only built a global brand, but who represents the finest in civic leadership in St. Louis, and who I have the privilege of working with every single day, and I am inspired by his unflinching vision and ambition for the future of St. Louis. Anyone who knows him will not be surprised that his exceptional leadership made today happen. It's what he's done his entire life for St. Louis. Andy always reminds me as well that in business, you need to have fun. And I think he served up a whole lot of fun this afternoon. So thank you, Andy, for helping bring this win. So help me give a big, warm welcome to introduce to the stage my friend, the Executive Chairman of Enterprise Holdings and the Founding Chairman of Greater St. Louis, Inc., Andy Taylor.
Thank you, Jason. That was really a terrific introduction. I'd like you to write that out and sign it so I can give it to my wife. Of 52 years, by the way. So thank you guys for being here today. This is really a big deal. I mean, I remember the last one-way to Europe trips we had to Gatwick Airport in planes that were pretty shabby. That's not going to happen anymore. So this is really exciting news. After 2 decades, we now have nonstop to Europe, and certainly to enterprise people, that is terrific. So to Lufthansa, welcome. It's great to have you here in town. So many people were involved, but I first want to thank our friends from Lufthansa who have been such great partners on this project, and we're very glad to have them here today. And we're really looking forward to that inaugural flight in June. It's going to be June. And I want to thank Mayor Jones and County Executive Page for their leadership and for the way in which they worked together to make this project happen. Thank you, guys. Well done. And I also want to recognize the leadership of the team here at Greater St. Louis, with a special recognition to our Chief Strategy Officer, Sam Murphy, and also Rodney Krim from the St. Louis Economic Development Partnership. John Maupin from the St. Louis County Port Authority, and Rhonda Ham Niebricke. I just hacked your name, Rhonda, but you're still my friend, I'm sure, from St. Louis Lambert International Airport. Last, I'd like to offer my sincere appreciation to the companies and organizations that made this possible through their generous investment. That includes all of those who are investors in the mission of Greater St. Louis, but also those who stepped up and made additional contributions to make this flight possible. We're here today because of your support. There's a lot to celebrate today. I'm very excited about it. People at Enterprise are very excited about it. But I believe the main theme is connection. How this route will connect St. Louis to the world and the world to St. Louis, unquote, Tishaura Jones. It will provide a critical piece of transportation infrastructure for our region, advancing the goals of the St. Louis 2030 Jobs Plan. It will also boost our civic pride. It's a clear reminder that when we come together, when we build strong connections, we can get big things done, and big things are getting done. And make no mistake, this win is reality because business community is behind the effort with one voice. So today's announcement adds buzz and excitement across our region. We can't wait to show all that buzz and excitement to the rest of the world. This is truly a great end to a great fiscal year for Greater St. Louis. Thank you, Jason and Sam and the rest of the team here, and for the business community to step up and join Greater St. Louis. So anyway, thank you all very much, and now it's my pleasure to introduce Rodrigo Santos, who leads Bayer Crop Science here in St. Louis. Rodrigo has a few words via video.
Thank you. This is a great day for St. Louis. I'm Rodrigo Santos and was recently named President of the Crop Science Division of Bayer. We are deeply committed to St. Louis, and we appreciate the commitment that Lufthansa Airlines is making here. This route will drive continued innovation by connecting people everywhere, including Bayer colleagues traveling to and from Europe. It will ensure that good ideas from St. Louis are exported globally and that new ideas are brought here from around the world. Restoring non-stop international air service helps St. Louis solidify our status as a truly international metro and center of innovation. I want to thank the members of the public-private partnership team that made this possible. It's a clear sign of what our business community can accomplish when we work together and speak with one voice. Thank you, and I look forward to flying non-stop from St. Louis to Frankfurt with Lufthansa soon.
And Rodrigo did come down. He was on site to greet our guests from Lufthansa and our public leaders today, and had a business commitment that he couldn't move. So he was here both in person and virtually, and we are so thankful for his leadership as he takes the reins on January 1st as the head of Bayer Crop Science. And as Rodrigo noted in his comments, as we've said so many times, by working together with one voice, we can get big things done for St. Louis, and today is a reminder of that. And throughout the process of pulling this deal together, we've had the opportunity to work very closely with our new friends from Lufthansa Airlines. We've been able to develop a terrific relationship over many months that we've been working on this project together, and restoring this first nonstop flight, as Andy said, that will launch on June 1st, working with them now and well into the future. So here on behalf of our partners with Lufthansa is Frank Nave, who is the Vice President of Sales for Lufthansa Group Passenger Airlines of the Americas. We broke bread together last night. It was a lot of fun, and Frank was talking about what it's going to be like to introduce this new brand, Lufthansa, to St. Louis, and it takes a lot of work. And I said, Frank, let me stop you right there. Look, I'm with Mayor Jones, but I'm pretty sure Lufthansa could run for the mayor of City of St. Louis after today. So I think you'll not have as many problems. This community is going to embrace this global brand. So let's show Frank how thankful we are after 20 years, a man who's been a principal decision maker in restoring nonstop service to continental Europe from St. Louis to Frankfurt, Frank Nave.
Wow, what a greeting. Would have never thought it would be this exciting to come to St. Louis. Mayor Jones, your job is safe. I can say that as the Lufthansa Group, we're looking forward to working with all of you to make these flights a success. And Jason, thank you very much for the introduction. We're thrilled to be in St. Louis and the great state of Missouri for this very exciting event. With this flight, we will connect the heart of Europe with the heartland of the US. For that, we're also very, very excited. The Lufthansa Group mission is to connect people, connect cultures, connect economies in a sustainable way. And this flight, this service that we're introducing, is an absolutely perfect example of that. We saw, for the first time in 2 decades, there will be direct services between St. Louis and continental Europe, and we are thrilled to be part of that. Our commitment to all of you is that we will work tirelessly to make that a success. We are also thrilled by the positive feedback of the business community. Also very, very important for us to have that foundation to work with and to build on. We saw in the video the connections that we offer is not just between St. Louis and Frankfurt, St. Louis and Germany, and I like the signs, but really St. Louis and the world. And we spoke at dinner last night and also at lunch today about the myriad of opportunities that we have in this market, and we're looking forward to tackling those with you. We're confident that this service will make a strong contribution to the city of St. Louis, the state, and the business community. We want to drive the creation of value, fostering cultural understanding, and also supporting the transatlantic partnership. One important point, in addition to passengers, this flight will also transport high-value goods, substantial amounts of high-value goods. The Airbus 330 that we'll be operating is a great aircraft for air cargo, and with that, we'll also play a vital role in supporting efficient supply chains, which we know is extremely important and has become more important over the last months. The new service is also a substantial expansion for our presence in the US market. Effective summer 2022, we will increase the number of destinations in the US by 20%. And of that, we're very proud, also shows the importance of the US market to the Lufthansa Group. So in closing, initiating a project like this takes a lot of hard work, and I really want to thank everybody who was involved for the partnership, the collaboration. Just as important as making the project a success requires also a huge amount of work, but we're very confident that with the support of everybody in this room, the civic leaders, the business leaders, and we also met a number of partners today at lunch, that this flight will be a great success. Thank you to the business community once again. We need your support, and starting today, we need your bookings. Okay, so the flight is in the system, so all bookings, and I'll be checking tomorrow when I get to the office how many bookings we have on the first flight. Also a special thanks, and this is really heartfelt, both to Bayer, but also to Enterprise Holdings for your support in making this project possible. We believe these are truly exciting times. We're very proud to be part of that, and we thank you once again for all of your support, and see you all latest on the 1st of June for the inaugural flight. Thank you very much.
Frank, watch out, because the last time tickets went on sale, it was for our soccer franchise, and we blew all records away. So if your IT department calls, we did something right. As I mentioned earlier, there is a new spirit of enthusiasm, energy, and leadership that's taking root in this metro, and in large part that is a reflection of our very next speaker, City of St. Louis Mayor Tishaura O. Jones. Elected this April after serving as the treasurer of the City of St. Louis, Mayor Jones has brought in a new spirit of energy, a sense of optimism, innovation, and a drive to take this city to the next level. She is someone I'm proud to call a longtime friend, and I have the privilege of working with her and her team every single day. So please help me in bringing to the stage my friend, the Mayor of the City of St. Louis, Tishaura O. Jones. Mayor Jones.
Thank you, Jason, for that wonderful introduction. Just like Andy said, I think I need you to put that in writing and send it to my dad. Good afternoon, or I should start practicing my German, Guten Tag. As mayor of St. Louis, I'm thrilled to be a part of this very special announcement. Lufthansa's new nonstop flight to Frankfurt, a major international hub, marks our city's first direct flight to continental Europe in decades. And when I ran for mayor, I said I was going to put St. Louis back on the map. Well, darn it, we're back on the map now. As the economic engine of our region, with top-tier health systems, world-class universities, and a thriving arts scene, St. Louis has so much to offer the international community. Whether it's expanding your business or dropping by to check out our famous brewery scene, St. Louis is a city primed for the international stage. Public-private partnerships like these are integral to the economic growth of our region. Expanding international travel from Lambert Airport will help St. Louis attract more global businesses and international visitors who help put more money into our local economy. And as a former treasurer, I'm counting those tax dollars. Through collaboration across sectors and city-county lines, we are putting St. Louis again back on the map. Our business community, county leadership, the Port Authority, the St. Louis Economic Development Partnership, and our talented staff at the airport working under the visionary leadership of our incomparable director, Rhonda Homney-Brugy, came together to make this happen. We're now more connected to the rest of the world, making St. Louis only one stop away from more than 100 worldwide destinations, including Africa, the Middle East, and Asia. So St. Louis, get your passports ready, because travel to the rest of the world just got so much easier. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you so much, Mayor Jones. You can see why we're so excited here. I'd now like to introduce our next speaker, St. Louis County Executive, Dr. Sam Page. I've had the privilege of knowing Dr. Page for a long time, and also over the last few months, joining him for quite a few job announcements, job training announcements, and just bringing more global investment to our metro. A large reason we're seeing these announcements is because of that spirit of regional collaboration that Dr. Page, along with Mayor Jones and our other county leaders that are here today across our 15-county bi-state metro. Again, when we work together, we win together. And I've enjoyed celebrating a lot of wins recently with my friend, St. Louis County Executive, Dr. Sam Page.
Thank you, Jason. You know, every 10 years or so, as we get a little older, we get to do this ritual where we renew our passports. And just the strangest coincidence, yesterday, my new passport came in the mail. So by some circumstance, we are ready to go. And I hope St. Louis is going to be there with us. We're excited. We're excited for St. Louis, and I want to thank everyone that's worked so hard to make this possible. We know that something of this magnitude takes tenacity, cooperation, and a lot of patience. And I want to just have another shout out to my friend John Maupin, longtime friend, 20 years, who chairs the Port Authority and helped bring this project home. Many of our St. Louis businesses have an international reach, and a direct connection to Europe is a critical step to growing our region and bringing new business and industry here. So this is a great moment for our region, and I really look forward to this announcement as it attracts new growth to St. Louis. We all know that this region is a great place to live and to do business, and it opens us up to other parts of the world that may have looked at us in the past as flyover country. We're positioned as a global leader for our work in life science, ag tech, healthcare industry. All of this has put us on the world map. And through this pandemic, we've seen our community respond to COVID-19, and we've seen our own St. Louis County's Pfizer develop a vaccine that's now saving lives across the world. There's much to be proud of in St. Louis, and this is a great opportunity to showcase who we are. So I want to thank Greater St. Louis for leading us and for being here to drive this conversation. And to Andy Taylor and his family, I want to thank you for your great philanthropy in the region. It's legendary. And to Bayer and our other businesses who have chosen to make St. Louis your home, thank you for your leadership and your direction and your commitment to helping us establish this new relationship with Europe. Wins are always good. And here in St. Louis County, St. Louis region, we keep racking them up. Last month, the NFL settled with us for $790 million in the Rams relocation case. And now we have new infrastructure and transportation legislation that's poised to bring hundreds of millions of dollars here to St. Louis to help us improve our economy, to help bring new jobs to St. Louis, and also to help us be a little bit safer as we go to work and go to school. So today is a great day for St. Louis. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Page. As you've heard, the work of so many people went into making this happen. No deal like this happens without a strong team. And that's especially the work of our next two speakers. These two leaders work tirelessly on behalf of the St. Louis region and were absolutely instrumental in putting this deal together. Please, I'm going to be welcoming Rodney Krim, the president and CEO of the St. Louis Economic Development Partnership, and almost always my first 6 a.m. email with an idea or what we're going to do to move forward. And as Dr. Page mentioned, John Maupin, the chair of the St. Louis County Port Authority, which was a key cornerstone of pulling this deal together. So I'd like to welcome them, along with our executive director of the World Trade Center St. Louis, Tim Nowak, to the stage.
All right. What a team. What a team. This is just wonderful. So as he mentioned, nothing happens without these two guys. This guy is all things international. All right. So anything that's happening in the world, Tim and his team with the World Trade Center, with sister cities, are all working on it. All right. And then this is who I always go to first for money. And he'll tell you a little bit about that in a second. But thank you, Jason. Thank you, Rhonda. It's just been a pleasure just working with your teams almost weekly and hours at a time to try to pull this all together. So it's just wonderful. And then, again, with our internal team, I have a lot of St. Louis Economic Development Partnership folks throughout the crowd. So, again, want to say thank you to all of our players as well. I want to say a big welcome to Lufthansa. What did I say what the favorite word today was going to be? Come on, Tina. Excitement. Excitement. Yes, we're just so excited about this wonderful opportunity. The St. Louis Economic Development Partnership is so proud to have worked in collaboration. And as Jason mentioned, this is all about collaboration with Greater St. Louis, Inc., the St. Louis Lambert International Airport, St. Louis County Port Authority, and the World Trade Center St. Louis, and others to win this project, obviously the business community. These direct Lufthansa flights connecting St. Louis to Germany will have a great economic impact on the St. Louis economy and allow St. Louis businesses and residents to really have access not only to Europe, but throughout the world. And so I want to thank the mayor, Mayor Jones, County Executive Dr. Page, and the St. Louis Economic Development Partnership Board of Directors. the World Trade Center St. Louis Board of Directors, the Midwest Cargo Hub Commission, and the St. Louis County Port Authority Board of Directors for your leadership and support. And I know we have a lot of them here, so can you at least wave your hand or stand up or something? All our board members. All right. And so now I'm going to ask John Maupin to come on up. We call him the money guy. And talk a little bit about, well, actually, before I do that, I want to talk about, just real briefly, Jason, Rhonda, and I, so we're on the phone. And they said, okay, we need to raise some money to kind of make this deal work. And I said, okay, how much? And then we start playing with numbers. And I said, well, why not call John and kind of see what might work? And so I called John, and then we started talking about it. We had a kind of a committee meeting the next day. And I said, John, okay, what do you think? And he said, maybe $2.5 million. And I said, okay, let's go with that. And so then we went through the committee approved it and everything. And then I called Jason and Rhonda back. And I said, and Jason's kind of looking down like this as he's kind of scribbling some things. And I said, they said, well, what's the number? And then I said, $2.5 million. He looked up and he said, oh, we can work with that. So with that, John Maupin.
Thank you, Rodney. On behalf of the St. Louis County Port Authority, I want to sincerely congratulate St. Louis Lambert International Airport, Greater St. Louis Incorporated, the St. Louis Economic Development Partnership, and everyone who was involved in bringing to St. Louis its first nonstop flight to Europe in over 20 years. Actually, it's not a nonstop flight, it stops once. It's in Frankfurt, which is a convenient occurrence, and it's nice. We on the Port Authority recognize that the vitality of St. Louis Lambert is essential to the vitality of our entire region. And I particularly want to acknowledge the hard work of the airport leadership, Rhonda, and others, for bringing Lufthansa to our town. The Port Authority is very, very proud that we were able to help in a small way to make this possible. And I want to serve notice, as the mayor and County Executive Page have noted, now's the time to make sure your passports are up to date. Just in case, I hadn't heard when the first flight was going to be, just in case it was today, I brought my passport with me. This is going to be a wonderful opportunity for all of us. It's going to make travel to Europe exponentially easier for all of us, businesses and travelers and families. It's the terrific home run we've all been hoping for, and I'm proud that St. Louis Port Authority was able to do a small little bit to make it happen. Thank you very much.
John, I keep asking Rodney for your mobile number. He never gives it to me. That was terrific, and I really do want to emphasize that was a critical call in making this really come together as a true and authentic public-private partnership in every single way. So thank you, Rodney, John, and Tim. We look forward to working with your team to stand this up in that maiden voyage on June 1. We're going to have some fun. Our last speaker is as committed of a public servant as you will find anywhere. I was a young public servant myself down in Jeff City. Our city was hit, and our airport was hit on a Good Friday with a tornado, and it was devastating. And I was watching this woman on TV who weathered that storm, and she had that airport up and running the next day, and an entire concourse had been flattened because of this tornado. And I said, I want to know her. She is really terrific. And I never would have imagined she would become such a great friend and that we would be able to take this particular journey together as well. Rhonda Hamnebergy has led the effort consistently to expand service and strengthen this great metro asset of our airport. Because of her work, we know that our friends from Lufthansa will be proud of that continued growth. And I'm telling you, she took one of these dehubbed airports and made it basically a hub. I know I'm not allowed to use that word with that airline, but she really has done a terrific job in growing that traffic and making this a tremendous asset driving economic development in our metro. So please give me a warm welcome. This is a big deal. We would not be here without her, and we are so thankful she serves our region. Rhonda Ham.
I got to move the mic up, sorry. Good afternoon, everybody. You know, I've had the pleasure of being the airport director for 12 years now. And I think every week for the past 12 years, I've had a call, an email, or both that has said to me, when are you getting a nonstop flight to Europe back? And today, for the first day in my 12 years, I can say in June of 22, with a straight face, and very proud. And as you've heard so many people talk today, that's not just the airport. We have a great team, but that became because the leadership of our city and our county and their unwavering support of our airport has been phenomenal, and the business community and the Port Authority. And I think when people see and recognize the strength that our airport has and the asset it is to this region, you can't help but want to come together and make it even stronger and even better. So on behalf of the 500 employees that work for Mayor Jones and myself at the airport, I know we have a couple of them here, we thank all of you from the bottom of our hearts. This means the world to us. So thank you very much. And to our new partners, Lufthansa, I think this is going to be a great relationship, a long-lasting partnership, and we could be more proud to welcome you to our city. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Rhonda. You can see why we're so proud of her and everything she has done for our airport and how thankful we are to have her as a key leader in our metro. This is a great day for St. Louis. I hope you all feel that pride, that excitement. Get ready to book those tickets, and we are just getting started. I do want to say two things. One, all of the creativity and this beautiful work completely made by St. Louis-based creative firms. And I want to thank them and all of their teams who poured their heart and soul in a very short time frame to make this beautiful experience, this historic moment memorable for us. So thank you to our teams that produced this event. Please give them a round of applause. Finally, I would like your help in thanking the Greater St. Louis Inc. staff team. They've also, we're not all used to doing live events like this anymore, and they have been running around just doing a terrific job to make this a warm experience for you. It's a small and mighty team, and I'm so proud of everything that they did. So please give them a round of applause. And before I close, we've talked a lot about the importance of driving jobs and opportunity for all and the critical role that this flight is going to have. But I'll tell you, one thing struck me. Last night, as word of this announcement was coming into the public domain, what I didn't expect was the number of emails and text messages that I received from international families. And it struck me. And the word that was used repeatedly, and we couldn't have planned this if we tried, was, this flight is life-changing. I have a parent, I have a grandparent, I have a child that lives in country X, country Y, and this flight is a life-changing experience for me. And I thought that was particularly moving. So as we think about the jobs and investment that this is going to drive, the regional pride, let us not lose sight of what global connectivity and the human experience in person does and how critical that is and how thankful we are for Lufthansa for lifting those St. Louis families and making that work and that enjoyment even easier. For those of you joining us via the live stream, thank you for being with us for this very special event today. For everyone here, feel free to stay if your schedule allows. We have some light refreshments out in the lobby here. You can leave the fuselage. And importantly, as Lufthansa mentioned, tickets are on sale today. So don't forget to book your next global travel on Lufthansa from St. Louis to Frankfurt and beyond, with over 150 connected global destinations in Africa, Asia, the Middle East, and throughout Europe. Thank you all for being here today, and congratulations, St. Louis.
Come fly with me, let's fly away.